In our third and final Voices of Change episode, we meet a rising young Indonesian American singer and actress who has been using her powerful platform in music to create awareness about the rise in hate crimes against the Asian American communities. And later, we visit a special group of young Chinese American dancers in the Bay Area who express their feeling of self identity as Asian Americans during these uncertain times through their love of dance. That and much more next on Asian Pacific Voices. Meet Malaya Emma Chandrawijaya, whom you might have seen singing the national anthem on American Idol and several large sporting events, as well as acting in the A24 film After Yang, starring opposite Colin Farrell.
I've been singing forever. Even before I could talk, I would just sing in gibberish, and I would pretend my comb is a microphone, and I would stand on the bed pretending that's my stage, and I'd sing to a lamp as my audience.
The time has come for my dreams to be heard. They will not be pushed aside and turned into a road.
Growing up, I listened a lot to Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston and Christina Aguilera because their voices are so powerful and they're so talented, and I love their songs. When I was 7, there was an Instagram contest on who would sing the national anthem for the LA Galaxy soccer game, and my dad put a video of me singing online, and there were 5 finalists that LA Galaxy chose, and I was the only kid that was competing. But then they had a voting system, and I was the one who got the most votes. And so that got me the opportunity to sing the national anthem at the LA Galaxy soccer game. I was very lucky and very fortunate that the video of me singing there went viral, and so since then I've been singing at a lot of major events and major sports games. I think the most significant moment so far in this industry for me would be singing on American Idol, because I've always loved watching American Idol. It's a really great show, and it was just so cool to be there. And so that was in front of the judges, Katy Perry and Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan.
Good job.
Good job.
Wow.
Really.
Amazing. Your family must be so proud of you.
It was very nerve-wracking, but very exciting. And they gave me the golden ticket so I could come back when I'm old enough to compete. So that's when I'm 16. The second one would be singing with Jennifer Holliday on Good Morning America, because I really like her song And I'm Telling You, and it was so cool to sing with the original singer. And the last one would be singing for the MLS Cup Finals, because to this day that is the biggest audience I've ever sang in front of, which was 73,000 people. So it was very, very, very exciting, even though I was very nervous, but it was just so cool to sing in front of so many people. I think even though I've been singing for such a long time, I'm still very nervous whenever I'm gonna sing. I mean, it is more comfortable now because I feel more comfortable since I've done this a lot. But it's also more pressure because people have seen me before and they like expect more, but I would say it's kind of the same because there's more perks now, but there's also the minuses too. My family is always there to support me, like in my whole life and also in the film and music industry. My dad normally helps me with the music because he plays piano, so he knows a lot of music techniques. And my mom, she's the one who brings me to auditions for film, and she brings me to set when I have an acting job. And my brother always goes to my events to support me, and he also edits my videos.
My wife and I, we're not from entertainment industry, so we don't have any experience at all. But we saw Malea's passion in singing since she was very little. So we just try to channel that, to give her more opportunity, like find her more opportunities so that she can nurture her talent in singing.
Walaupun banyak negeri ku jalani, yang masyhur permai dikata orang, tetapi kampung dan rumahku, di sanalah aku rasa senang. I've always loved watching like movies and TV shows, and it's just always been like a big dream of mine to see myself on TV or see myself on the big screen. And I've just always really wanted that dream to come true. So that's when I realized that I wanted to do acting. My first film was when I was 8 years old, and it's called After Yang. It's an A24 film where I got to work with Colin Farrell, Jodie Turner-Smith, Haley Lu Richardson, and Justin Min. And that was just such an amazing experience because they were all very nice. Even though they're big actors, they were so down to earth, and I really learned from them because they taught me that no matter what, you always have to be very grounded and very nice to everyone, because by them being nice to me, the whole experience was just very comfortable. And the whole experience of just being on set was so cool because that was the first ever film that I was in, and it was just so amazing. And after that, I got to go to Cannes Film Festival, and yeah, the whole thing was just so mind-blowing.
I know you didn't mean it.
Daddy.
Sometimes we can feel pretty lonely or feel like we don't belong here, and that could be a different reason for everyone. But it could be because of the Asian hate crimes or the racism that's been going on in this country lately. And that inspired me to capture that feeling and write a song about it. And I really hope that this song can remind us that if we ever feel that way, we always need to find someone to talk to, or find a supportive community like AYC that makes us feel safe, makes us feel seen, and it's a community that feels like home. I always really like singing for nonprofit organizations and for events that are supporting AAPI. at the end of the day, we're all human, and even though we have different races, or well, we're all different, but that shouldn't be a problem. And I don't know why people are getting hurt because of being a different race.
I'm now hallucinating. I have no one to talk to tell my feelings to.
I just hope that people who are victims of Asian hate crime, they should always speak up, because if you bottle it inside, then you're gonna end up being sad about it. And it's really good to talk about it, because then you can spread awareness.
I think I want to know how to feel like home.
And I always post about these events on my social media, so it can raise awareness and people can help support.
Feelings I feel are more than real. And now you know that I think I want to know how to feel like home.
I think that I just always want to be able to help people who are in need.
What I need to feel like home.
Thank you.
We travel to the Silicon Valley and visit the Chinese Performing Arts of America, which is a non-profit organization established in 1991. Their mission is to promote the arts and culture of Chinese and other communities of color through performing arts presentations, arts learning, and community building services throughout the Bay Area. During the pandemic, although the center temporarily shut down, online remote training continued to retain their skills, although many felt isolated and unsure about their futures. A program called Reflections Through Dance was soon created to help students navigate their experiences through dance in exploring their ethnicity, cultural heritage, and identity, and to share their story, feeling, and thoughts through different art forms.
Asians just aren't like smart and nerdy. They can be different too. Not all Asians are the same. Just because someone's different doesn't mean you have to treat them differently at all. Like at the end of the day, we're all human and it doesn't really matter.
Our dance is about like an average classroom that you would expect.
It's about 3 girls, 1 good student, a bully, and a bad kid. One of them just being slightly different.
Falls into all the Asian stereotypes, which is like being all smart and studious.
And the other 2 girls bully her and tease her about it. We treat her really poorly. It's like the separation of difference. Towards the end, we embrace the difference.
Everyone has differences and that's okay.
I think that it's nice to embrace your differences. And we come all together and we become good friends.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown a mind. This is brave, this is bruised, this
I
is
feel like it's important for Asian Americans to tell their story because Recently, there's been a lot of hate towards Asian Americans, so it's important to still celebrate your ethnicity. I am Belinda Chen. I am a senior at Lynbrook High School. I've always just been happy to be Asian American. I'm very proud of that fact. My dance is like this very flamboyant, like happy, sassy dance. And it's got a lot of gymnastics in it because I'm not actually a dancer, I'm mostly a gymnast. And it's just like a celebration of being Asian. People are sharing their stories and telling other people, you're not alone in this. Everybody's human and we understand you, and there's a bigger community out there to support you. You just have to reach out and find it.
所有的现在的这个现状，都是我们始料未及的。飞扬几十年的舞台创作从未间断，那么由于疫情，我们被迫中断了一段时间。那么现在大家又重新的聚拢，重新的集合，开始踏上新的征程。虽然大家换了一种形式，但是大家知道，在舞蹈创作上，在艺术创作上，大家从未停止，也从未松懈。
Art is actually one of the best forms to connect the humankind.
The real art actually is really an inspiration force, and it can provide uplifting energy to people.
I think the Asian community needs to join together to make a difference and speak up for themselves to gain this respect and equality. My name is Angelina and I am 13 years old. A keystone in part of my Chinese identity is my ability to play the dizi. I've been playing it since I was 4 and I was immediately drawn by its beauty and elegance. When I was 11, my first dizi 老师 passed away. That really had a pretty big impact on me, and that was also around the time where I became more aware of my ethnicity. And I thought that compared to Western culture, my dizi didn't exactly fit in. So I felt pretty conflicted about playing the dizi.
I'm very proud to be Asian American, and I really appreciate my Western culture and my Chinese culture. Both of them enrich me and help me grow as a person.
I think Asian American is a term that's very fitting. It's like you're combining both qualities. You have connection to your Asian heritage, you're also American. Like you also have exposed to the culture over here. My name is Catherine. I recently moved to the US, and so I've been living in China for about 15 years of my life, and I've lived here for it's almost 1 year now. In China, I think I'm American, like I don't fit in with the people. But when I got here, I felt like, okay, I can finally have my community now. But still, I feel out of place because I have a Chinese heritage. A lot of times, I don't feel like an Asian American, I just feel Asian. My dance is just coming to peace with my identity. So at first, there's like a period of struggle and chaos. You don't really know who you are, and you're trying to find out like who you really are and not like lose your true self to the mass media. At the end, you realize that you can just be yourself and be accepted. You don't have to fit in with others, and it's just a period of peace. Like you finally don't have to care about what others think. Your identity is really important, and having a way to express that. So for me, I can express it through dance. But for others, I don't know what kind of struggle they're going through, but I hope they had a way to like share their story to the world. I think that's very important.
Thanks for watching today's show. And be sure to check out all our other episodes and past seasons of our program on our YouTube channel. I'm Catherine Choi, and I'll see you next time on Asian Pacific Voices. This program was made possible in part by the California Arts Council and San Diego County.